Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton, and singing the big bat in the lineup so far this year. Nico Hoerner leads the team at OPS, so he's the guy that looks to slug and basically make things happen for them offensively.
Just a machine in terms of production at the plate. He'll take his walks, he'll barrel up the baseball, he'll hit the ball in the gaps, he'll hit the ball over the fence. So talk about a guy going good. That's him right now, and he's a bat that you want to stay away from if you're the pitcher.
About to get started here, and on the hill, Justin Steele. What do we have on him?
Well, last time out, thought it was going to be pretty good, but wasn't able to make it out of the second inning. A real shocker. So he's fresh, and having had an opportunity to look at that last start, I expect him to be a lot better in this one.
All right, ready to go here. Gene Segura at the plate here.
For Miami, the third baseman, Gene Segura.
And he deals. Pitch misses, and this one is off and running. Ball one, no strikes to Segura. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Batting second.
Maybe a little out front of the pitch right there, but he squared it up pretty good, and he kept it inside the line. And just a really nice job on the other side by the defense to hold that to a long single.
Jose Iglesias, the next up for the Marlins. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Segura gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next pitch downstairs, and it's 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Segura on the run. Pitch in for a strike. Gomes, great throw. Caught stealing.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Here's a 2-1. Fouled off. He was late. Next pitch misses. Full count, 3-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Batting third, the first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
And now it's Garrett Cooper up to hit. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And now the lefty. That's inside.
Ball two.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. To second, there's 1. On to Hosmer. 2. So it's no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Back here at the friendly confines. And on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Nico Hoerner leading things off and takes a strike. Hit in the air, right field. Garcia settles underneath it, makes the catch for the out.
Batting second, the left fielder,
Ian Happ up to hit. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Next pitch is outside. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. The count 2-1. Good eye in that spot. Slice to right. And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a two-bagger.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Dansby Swanson stands in. First pitch just misses.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
One out and a runner at second. That one lifted to left. And that is a foul ball.
Just a matter of inches from picking up an RBI base hit and maybe a double in the process. That was barely foul.
Man at second. That one missed. Runner at second here, one gone. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. And here it comes. Lifted in the air, right center field. Tracks it down for the out. That's out number 2.
batting fourth, the third baseman.
And next for the Cubs, Patrick Wisdom. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Chris, dig this. Patrick Ian Cashel Wisdom. His middle name is Ian Cashel. Ian, Gaelic/Scottish for John, named after his grandfather John at his dad's side. And then Cashel is a little village in Ireland where his mom's family is from. 1-1 now. And there's a ball. He got to visit in 2019, saw the house where they all grew up, about 45 minutes west of Galway, near Roundstone on Cashel Bay. And his daughter Claire has the same middle name, Cashel. Eric Hosmer would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. Runner at second, 2 down. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. And that ball is gone. Patrick Wisdom circles the bases. His 4th home run of the season. And they jump out front. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now it's Eric Hosmer. And there's the strike. One home run shy of 200 for his career. The 0-1. On the ground. Segura. Jump throw. Third out. Cubs had 2 on this homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Top of the second, Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
The center fielder, number 2.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Steele back to work. That one drifts inside. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Grounder off the pitcher. And he'll be safe at first.
That is good. The second baseman,
Yuli Gurriel comes up to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Chisholm gets his lead at first with nobody out. Step off, throw to first. Chisholm back in standing. Gurriel gets a piece. And the pitch.
Aye.
And down on strikes goes Gurriel. And 1 out now.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. And I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And a foul ball. The pitch. Started after it. Appeal to first. No swing. Now snap throw to first. Chisholm gets back easily. And the pitch.
Aye.
That one is upstairs.
It's a good take.
Next pitch inside. Full count now. Now moves to first. And he's back in on a dive. Back to work. 3-2 now. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Jorge Soler goes deep. His 4th home run of the season. It's 2-2.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now Avisail Garcia Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. Still only one out here in the inning. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. That one a little bit high. Now 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Garrett Hampson. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. At the belt and fires.
Too high. Ball.
Tied up here in the early going. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. 2-run shot for Miami this inning. 2-2 game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
Going, yeah, we in go mode. Going, yeah, we in.
Back here at Wrigley Field, now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next offering is in for a strike. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And
oh, nice stop on a slide. The next pitch misses. The count now 2-2. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great. Man, just backdoored him with the breaking ball right there. And I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it looks like it's a mile away, so you give up on it, and then it just hooks around that outside corner. I'll tell you what, if a pitcher can make a pitch like that, you pretty much just have to tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Now it's Yan Gomes. That one's in there, 0-1. Yan Gomes waits. Bounce to the right. On to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Batting in, the designated hitter,
Edwin Rios here. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And that's in there for strike 1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Score remains 2-2. On to the 3rd inning. Jacob Stallings now.
the catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Here comes a pitch. Lifted in the air, right field. He's there. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down.
The third baseman.
So the lineup flips over. And at the plate for Miami, Gene Segura. He's 1 for 1. Led off the game with a single. First offering misses the mark. Segura, multi-time All-Star, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Rip towards third. Over to first. And a couple of quick outs. Jose Iglesias, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Iglesias, in his 11th season, 33 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And that one fouled off. Out in front and foul to the left side. Two down, nobody on, and a swing and a miss, and that's that. Miami down in order, and this game is still tied at 2-2. As we go to the last of the third. So up now for Chicago, Brennan Davis. Luzardo back to work. There's a strike. And that curveball drops in there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Here's Nico Hoerner. Next offering is down low. 1-0. Hoerner goes 6'1", 200 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Kicks and deals. Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
The pitch. Way inside, gets out of the way. And a 4-pitch walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So up next, Ian Happ doubled in his first AB. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Snap throw to first. And he's back in there. Hoerner over at first with 1 away. Next one misses. 1-2 to count. Check swing, no appeal.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Step off throw to first, and he's back in standing. Two and two. The other way. And that one gets down, fair ball. Throw into third. In there safely. Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. First pitch, and he just misses.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. And that's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. 3-2, they take the lead. Safe, he beats it.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
One down. Patrick Wisdom, the next Cub to hit. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. Next pitch downstairs, and it's 1-0. Singy Wisdom's a guy with big-time power. In 2021, he broke the Cubs rookie record for homers in a season as he surpassed Chris Bryant's total of 26. He came up with 28 home runs. Ball to strike. And that's down and away.
Yeah, and he hit some tape measure shots. Kind of surprising that he's got one of the fastest home run trots in Major League Baseball. Usually that's for guys who hit those paint scrapers, Boo, that barely get over, not the ones that are no doubters off the bat.
The pitch. And now it's filled up.
And one more thing about that power, it was on display early in his career. Homered in 8 of his first 10 starts in the majors.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
He knew he had a little wiggle room with the open base, but now that disappears. A mistake to this next batter, and this inning might really break open.
Bases loaded with 1 away. Eric Hosmer digs in now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Next pitch misses way outside. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Chisholm, long run into the gap. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. In to score from first, and they lead by 4.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
1 out, runner at second. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first. 2 gone now.
Now batting, catcher, Yan. Go.
Here's Yan Gomes. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
There's a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
And a pitch. Now 1-1.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. And now it's even up. gets away from Stallings. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Well, he's had a hard time getting into a rhythm. He's not been able to repeat his good delivery, and that's why we're seeing the ball sprayed all over the place. That right there is just an example of how tough it's been for him today.
3-2 on the way. Swings through it for the K. The high heat, too much on that one. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. On to inning number 4. It's the Cubs 6 and the Marlins 2. On to the 4th, and now the first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Garrett Cooper.
And a pitch. And a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering is in for a strike. Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. Kicks and fires. Ball one there.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And now one away.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's the center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Reached on an infield single his first time. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1
and the
strike.
count even 1-1. Chopper right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
The batter number 10, second baseman, Gurriel.
Here's Gurriel. Struck out swinging his first time. In there, and it's 0-1.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Gurriel gets a piece.
Ball.
Next pitch misses. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. And welcome back. Bottom 4, now at the plate, Edwin Rios.
The designated hitter, Edwin.
The wind of the pitch. Top of the zone for a called strike.
You know, these Cubs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. You just can't average 2 runs per inning without a complete team effort from the lineup. Everyone's been doing their job, setting up the next guy and taking care of their own business at the plate.
The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. And yes, he offered at it. The wind to kick the pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 2-2 now. And that one missing low. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Davis batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a ball popped up. And it drops in. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, back in trouble, Boog, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
So the batting order turns over, and up next for Chicago, Nico Hoerner. First pitch just misses. On the ground, could be two. Iglesias, that's one. Throw to first, safe.
The left fielder, number 8,
Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. The Happ Daddy. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Hoerner off of first with 2 away. Step off, throw to first. Hoerner back in on a dive. The 0-1. Good eye right there. To first, and he breaks for second. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. Back here at the ballpark, new inning getting started, and now here's the Marlins DH, Jorge Soler. And he deals. On the corner at the knees for a strike.
You know, these Marlins need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. He's got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
That one the other way, hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
the left fielder, number 1, Garrett Hampson.
Garrett Hampson, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1 with a flyout. They say you win.
0-1.
And now the lefty. And that's too high. And that one off the outside edge. Line drive, base hit down the line. And that's going to kick into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Hampson coming home. Hoerner with a relay throw. Save. He comes all the way around for an inside the park home run.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting to second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
Jacob Stallings, the next to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Next pitch is downstairs.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And another ball.
2-1.
2 outs. Swung on, belted. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Marlins 3. A new pitcher in the game, Sixto Sanchez.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Number 45, Sixto Sanchez.
So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ.
The left fielder, Ian Happ.
And here it comes. Good eye right there. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Steven Okert, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Shagwa getting cranked up as well. And the righty deals. On the ground, right side. Over to Cooper, and a quick out, number 1.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Dansby Swanson. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strike.
This one popped up. Iglesias brings it in. Out number 2.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Wisdom up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. The 1-1. That one catches the corner for a strike. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. That one missed.
The idea was right, looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him. That's out number 3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Gene Segura. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. That's down and in. And that one is lifted in the air. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Round second, taken for 3rd. The relay, not in time. He's safe. And now for the Marlins, Jose Iglesias. That misses, and that's ball 1. Segura at 3rd with nobody out. Strike two. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Keegan Thompson throwing and getting ready for David Ross. Merriweather warming up as well. That one down the line and foul ball. Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. No outs. Runner over at third. And a ball evens the count.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And that's a strikeout looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
That was a pretty fun at bat right there, but you kind of hate to see a long battle like that end on a questionable call. I think he was right in letting it go. Frustrating result after he fought so hard at the plate.
And up next for Miami, Garrett Cooper. That one hit to right. He's got it. Runner tags from third. Oh, the throw is wild. He's in to score on the sac fly, and it's now a 2-run game.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
And now the center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Chisholm, an all-star a season ago, 25 years old, and he was born in the Bahamas. And first offering is fouled off.
We've seen some great talent come from the Bahamas, but going back to the 70s, there's only been one active player at any given time. Jazz Chisholm Jr. and Lucius Fox changed that in 2022.
There's a strike. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Happ makes the catch, and that'll do it. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Marlins 4. Here at Wrigley Field, John Shambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Eric Hosmer. Sanchez back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Sanchez, a righty that throws with power. He features a changeup, a sinker, a four-seamer, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Iglesias makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. In there for strike 1.
Well, a good first pitch change up there. In order to be effective, you've got to really sell it. Good arm speed, and it's got to be down in the zone.
Right-handed reliever. Registers the punch out and hits 101.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Okay, you asked for it. About to go no string ab on him. I'm from that bully with bullies with quick to spaz on him. That's me, homie, fatigues on me.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Ball 1, no strikes.
Count 1-0.
Righty delivers. And that's in for a strike. Well struck left field. That one's carrying into the bleachers and gone. Yan Gomes hits one out, and they boost their lead. It's 7-4.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Next is the designated hitter, Edwin Rios. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And delivers outside. Line drive, knocks it down. Now the throw to first on the run. Not in time, he legs it out.
If he would have had just a little quicker release going up the middle, he's maybe able to get that out right there. And that's the kind of play that defines the best shortstops between just the average ones.
Brennan Davis, the next Cub to hit. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Kicks and deals. There's a strike. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. He went around, says Rusty Valentine. Rios, the runner at first with two gone. Out towards right center field. Garcia should have this one and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 7-4. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
What you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? Everything they want, but they won't do. These days, people say.
New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Keegan Thompson. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Number 71, Keegan Thompson.
Now it's Yuli Gurriel, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The Marlins in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
The pitch. He was late there, strike one. Back to the mound. Swanson in plenty of time to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And now the DH, Jorge Soler. First pitch, not close. And that's in for a strike. That one fouled off. And the right-hander deals. And that's in the dirt. Got him swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate. And I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Garcia, the next to hit, takes ball one. The 1-1. And Garcia gets a piece.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
The 1-2. Struck him out looking. And the Marlins down quietly. And they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score.
7th inning stretch.
Back here at the friendly confines. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Ripped to short. Fires across the diamond and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian.
And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ. There's a strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Oh, 0-2 now. And now 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Ground ball up the middle. He dives, but he can't make the catch.
The batter, the shortstop, Dansby. 1-10.
So man aboard, and now the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. In the dirt, but kept close. And the runner holds. And there he goes. On the ground to third. The throw to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
The third baseman,
Patrick Wisdom, the next Cub to hit. And that's in there for strike one. That clips a corner.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Got him looking for the K. Clipped the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike three. One left for the Cubs. They hold a 7-4 lead. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Michael Fulmer.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Garrett Hampson getting ready to hit. The wind and the pitch.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Late swing, fouled off. And takes low for ball one.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Next one in the dirt. Back to the mound. Over to Hosmer. First out in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, catcher, Jacob Stallings.
And at the plate for Miami, Jacob Stallings.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track.
Fulmer, the former Rookie of the Year, he features a slider, a sinker, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. So 2 balls and no strikes. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
And there's a ball. 3-0 down. And that one is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for guys to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Started at the 3-1. Now a check. And down to first we go. And he held up just enough. That's ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Segura stands in now and watches strike 1. That pitch gets the corner, and it's 0-2. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Well done behind the dish. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now. That's in there. Strike 1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Misses inside. And 1-1. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One, 2 now. Wouldn't chase that time. And the slider just misses.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Got him swinging. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's Eric Hosmer.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
And the pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
That clips the corner.
No balls, 2 strikes.
This to third. Dives, and he can't hang on. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Well, with his speed, he doesn't get a whole lot of those infield hits, but he was giving it everything he had right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Runner at first with no outs here. Next pitch inside, and now it's even 1-1. Kicks and fires. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Yan Gomes, the next Cub to hit. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
The pitch. Now 1-1. That one is upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a pitch. Foul ball. And now the count filled up 3-2. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Edwin Rios, the next Cub to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
And that one hammered. Chisholm raging back towards the wall and brings it in at the wall.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield, got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
In the air, right field. And there's a hit. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Brad Boxberger.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And now for the Marlins, Garrett Cooper. The pitch. And that's outside. Boxberger, in his 10th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And it's even up.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swing and a ball popped up. A little bloop single. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
The center fielder, number 2, Jazz.
Man at first. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jazz Chisholm Jr. In there for strike 1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Righty to the plate. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Cooper on at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it can take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
Next to hit, Yuli Gurriel. The 1-0. That's out to center field. 2 away.
Now that designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now Jorge Soler. And that's in there for strike 1. Is just 1 strike away.
That's a ball.
Ball 1 there. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Stays alive. Right-hander kick steals. Inside, just missed.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Just 1 strike away. And downstairs.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.